Discover the secret vitamins that can revolutionize your body in just 30 days. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a Ferrari metabolism while yours works like an old car struggling up a hill? Or why, even when following strict diets, you can't see the muscle definition you want so badly? The answer may be right under your nose, literally stored in your kitchen or at the nearest pharmacy. After analyzing more than 200 scientific studies and following the transformation of thousands of people, I discovered that there is a select group of vitamins that act as true metabolic switches in your body. These 5 specific vitamins not only dramatically accelerate your fat burning, but also strengthen and preserve your muscle mass in a way you never thought possible. And the most impressive part? The 5th vitamin on our list is so powerful that some professional athletes consider it their best-kept secret for maintaining low body fat all year round. In today's video, I'm going to reveal exactly what these vitamins are, how they turn your metabolism into a fat-burning machine 24 hours a day, and most importantly, how you can implement this vitamin protocol starting today to see results in less than 2 weeks. Stay until the end, because I'm going to share a specific supplementation schedule that can multiply your results while you sleep. Let's start revealing these 5 powerful vitamins. But before diving into the world of these transformative vitamins, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have turned on the notification bell, because the next videos will be essential for your complete transformation, and I guarantee you won't want to miss any of them. I need to ask you an honest question. How many times have you looked at yourself in the mirror after a shower and felt that frustration of seeing fat where there should be defined muscles? How many times have you thought about giving up because it feels like your body simply doesn't respond to your efforts? Leave in the comments what your biggest challenge is when it comes to burning fat and building muscle. This interaction is very important because it helps me better understand your needs and create even more targeted content. The first vitamin that will revolutionize your body composition is vitamin D3, but not in the way you've probably heard about. Most people know vitamin D only for its benefits for bones, but what few realize is that it acts as a true hormonal regulator that directly influences your ability to burn fat and build muscle. Vitamin D3 is actually a pre-hormone that converts into calcitriol, the active form that regulates more than 1,000 genes in your body, including those responsible for fat metabolism and protein synthesis. When your vitamin D3 levels are optimized, your body naturally produces more testosterone, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. Yes, women also need testosterone to maintain firm muscles and a fast metabolism. But here's something even more fascinating. Vitamin D3 also increases growth hormone production during sleep, especially when combined with resistance exercise. This means that while you sleep, your body is literally building muscle and burning fat more efficiently. Recent studies show that people with adequate vitamin D3 levels burn up to 32% more fat during exercise compared to those who are deficient. This happens because vitamin D3 activates specific genes responsible for fat oxidation and increases insulin sensitivity, making your body prefer to use fat as fuel instead of storing it. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women with optimized vitamin D3 levels lost 2.5 times more weight compared to the control group, even following the same diet and exercise protocol. In addition, it stimulates muscle protein synthesis, meaning it helps your muscles grow and recover faster after workouts. Vitamin D3 also significantly reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone that promotes visceral fat accumulation and muscle catabolism. This is crucial because many people unknowingly sabotage their results due to chronically high stress levels. The ideal dosage ranges from 2,000 to 5,000 IU per day, but the best approach is to get a blood test to measure your current levels. Values between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter are considered optimal for metabolic performance. For people with severe deficiency, an initial saturation protocol with higher doses for a few weeks may be necessary, always under medical supervision. The best time to take it is in the morning, along with a good source of fat such as avocado or nuts, since vitamin D3 is fat-soluble and needs fat to be absorbed properly. An interesting strategy is to combine vitamin D3 with omega-3, as studies show that this combination increases absorption and bioavailability of vitamin D3 by up to 85%. An important tip If you live in regions with little sun or spend most of your day indoors, your supplementation needs may be even greater. In Brazil, for example, despite the abundant sun, around 70% of the population is deficient in vitamin D due to excessive use of sunscreen, working indoors, and urban pollution that blocks the UVB rays needed for skin synthesis. Vitamin D3 deficiency is a silent epidemic that may be sabotaging your results without you even realizing it. The second vitamin that needs to be in your body transformation arsenal is vitamin B12, specifically in the form of methylcobalamin. This vitamin is absolutely crucial for cellular energy metabolism and for preserving muscle mass, especially as we age. B12 is unique among all vitamins because it contains cobalt, a mineral that directly participates in the formation of red blood cells and the myelination of nerves. This means that without adequate B12, your nervous system cannot send efficient signals to your muscles, impairing both strength and coordination. B12 acts directly on the mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, optimizing the production of ATP, which is the fuel your body uses for all its functions, including fat burning and muscle building. A little-known fact is that B12 is essential for the metabolism of odd-chain fatty acids, a process that, when optimized, can increase your fat burning by up to 20% during aerobic exercise. When you have adequate B12 levels, your body can extract much more energy from the food you eat, naturally accelerating your basal metabolism. This means you burn more calories even at rest. Recent research shows that people with optimized B12 levels have a basal metabolic rate up to 15% higher compared to those with mild deficiency. This represents a difference of 200 to 300 extra calories burned per day just at rest. In addition, B12 is essential for the proper synthesis of DNA and RNA, the genetic codes responsible for building new muscle fibers. Without enough B12, your body simply cannot repair and build muscle efficiently, no matter how much you train or how much protein you consume. B12 also plays a fundamental role in regulating the circadian cycle and in the production of melatonin. This means that adequate levels of B12 significantly improve sleep quality, and as we know, sleep is when most muscle recovery and nighttime fat burning occur. Studies show that B12 deficiency can reduce your ability to burn fat by up to 25% and significantly decrease your muscle strength. A longitudinal study with more than 3,000 participants showed that those with adequate B12 levels maintained stable muscle mass even after the age of 50, while the deficient group lost an average of 8% of muscle mass over 5 years. The methylcobalamin form is superior to other forms because it is more easily absorbed and used by the body. Cyanocobalamin, the more common and cheaper synthetic form, needs to be converted by the liver, a process that can be inefficient in many people, especially those with specific genetic polymorphisms. The recommended dosage ranges from 1,000 to 2,000 micrograms per day, preferably on an empty stomach or away from meals for maximum absorption. An advanced strategy is to alternate between oral and sublingual doses, since sublingual absorption bypasses the digestive tract entirely, ensuring that you absorb 100% of the administered dose. People who follow vegetarian or vegan diets are at even greater risk of deficiency, but even those who eat meat can have absorption issues due to stress medication use or digestive problems. The production of intrinsic factor necessary for B12 absorption naturally decreases with age and can be compromised by the use of acid-reducing medications, which are very common today. If you experience chronic fatigue, difficulty building muscle, or your metabolism always seems slow, B12 deficiency may be one of the silent culprits. The third vitamin that can literally transform your body composition is vitamin C, but not just any regular vitamin C. I am talking about vitamin C in optimized doses and with the correct timing to maximize its effects on fat burning and muscle preservation. Vitamin C is much more than a simple antioxidant. It is an essential cofactor in more than 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body, many of them directly related to energy metabolism and the synthesis of neurotransmitters that regulate appetite and mood. Vitamin C is a powerful cofactor in the synthesis of carnitine, a molecule responsible for transporting fatty acids into the mitochondria, where they are burned as energy. Without sufficient carnitine, which can only be produced with adequate vitamin C, up to 70% of mobilized fatty acids can be restored as fat instead of being burned as energy. Without enough vitamin C, your body simply cannot burn fat efficiently, even if you are doing everything right with diet and exercise. Vitamin C is also fundamental in the synthesis of noradrenaline, the neurotransmitter responsible for activating the sympathetic nervous system, which speeds up metabolism and promotes lipolysis, the process of breaking down stored fats. In addition, vitamin C plays a crucial role in collagen synthesis, which is not only important for the skin, but also for the integrity of tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue that support your muscles. Strong muscles need strong support structures. Collagen makes up about 30% of all body protein and is constantly renewed. Without adequate vitamin C, the quality of collagen deteriorates, increasing the risk of injuries and impairing your ability to train intensely. Studies show that people who consume vitamin C before exercise burn up to 30% more fat during physical activity and experience less post-workout muscle soreness. A specific study with athletes showed that those who supplemented with 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C before training had a 39% increase in fat oxidation compared to the placebo group and also experienced 24% less muscle soreness 48 hours after exercise. This happens because vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, reducing oxidative stress that can impair muscle recovery and metabolism. Vitamin C also regenerates other important antioxidants like vitamin E and glutathione, creating a synergistic network of cellular protection that keeps your mitochondria running at high performance. The ideal dosage for metabolic optimization is between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams per day, divided into 2 doses. Timing is crucial. Take 1 dose in the morning on an empty stomach and another about 30 minutes before training. Vitamin C has a short half-life in the body, approximately 4 hours, which is why splitting the dose ensures more stable plasma levels throughout the day. Vitamin C also improves the absorption of iron, another essential mineral for oxygen transport and cellular energy. Iron is an essential component of hemoglobin and myoglobin proteins responsible for transporting and storing oxygen. Well-oxygenated muscles are muscles that can work at high intensity for longer and recover more quickly. An important tip: choose sodium or magnesium ascorbate if you have a sensitive stomach, as regular ascorbic acid can cause digestive discomfort in high doses. The liposomal form of vitamin C has even greater bioavailability and can reach plasma concentrations up to 5 times higher compared to the regular form, especially useful for people with absorption issues. Vitamin C also has an interesting effect in reducing cortisol, the stress hormone that promotes the accumulation of abdominal fat and muscle breakdown. The 4th vitamin that is about to revolutionize your results is vitamin E, specifically in the form of mixed tocopherols. This vitamin is often underestimated when it comes to body composition, but its importance is fundamental to optimize both fat burning and muscle gain. Vitamin E acts as an extremely powerful cellular protector, preserving the integrity of muscle cell membranes during intense exercise. When your muscle cells are protected from oxidative damage, they can recover faster and grow more efficiently. In addition, vitamin E significantly improves blood circulation and oxygen delivery to the muscles, which increases your ability to train harder and for longer. Well-oxygenated muscles burn fat more efficiently and have greater growth potential. Vitamin E also plays an important role in hormonal regulation, helping maintain healthy levels of testosterone and growth hormone, 2 essential hormones for fat burning and muscle building. Studies show that proper vitamin E supplementation can increase muscle strength by up to 15% and improve endurance during aerobic exercise. The mixed tocopherols form is superior because it contains all the natural forms of vitamin E, not just alpha tocopherol found in most cheap supplements. The recommended dosage is between 400 to 800 IU per day, preferably taken with a meal that contains fats for better absorption. The best timing is after training, along with a post-workout meal rich in proteins and complex carbohydrates. Vitamin E also works synergistically with vitamin C, enhancing the antioxidant effects of both. It is important to avoid excessive doses because too much vitamin E can interfere with blood clotting. As always, consistency is more important than extreme doses. So shall we move on to the fifth and most powerful vitamin? But first, it seems like you still haven't liked this video yet. This is very important for YouTube to keep showing this content that can transform the lives of thousands of people. Now we come to the fifth and most powerful vitamin on our list, the one I consider the true secret of athletes and professional bodybuilders. Vitamin K2, specifically in the form MK7. This vitamin is practically unknown to most people, but its effects on body composition are absolutely extraordinary. Vitamin K2 has the unique ability to direct calcium to the right places in your body, strengthening bones and muscles while removing calcium from the wrong places, such as arteries and soft tissues. But what does this have to do with fat burning and muscle gain? Everything. Vitamin K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which not only strengthens bones, but also regulates energy metabolism and insulin sensitivity. When osteocalcin is active, your body becomes a fat-burning machine and uses glucose efficiently. In addition, vitamin K2 drastically improves mitochondrial function, increasing your cell's ability to produce energy and burn fat. Recent studies show that people with adequate levels of vitamin K2 have up to 40% less abdominal fat and more muscle mass compared to those who are deficient. The MK7 form is the most potent and has a longer half-life in the body, keeping its benefits for much longer. The ideal dosage ranges from 100 to 200 micrograms per day, preferably taken together with vitamin D3 and a source of fat, since these vitamins work synergistically. The ideal timing is in the morning or at night, but always with food. Vitamin K2 also has an interesting effect in reducing inflammatory markers, which speeds up muscle recovery and improves overall body composition. It is important to mention that vitamin K2 is very rare in the modern diet, being found mainly in fermented foods, such as natto-aged cheeses and kefir. That is why supplementation becomes almost mandatory for most people seeking to optimize their body composition. So, did you already know about the power of vitamin K2? Have you ever had any experience with any of these 5 vitamins I mentioned? Put in the comments which of these vitamins you already use, or if you have already felt a difference in your energy and body composition after starting supplementation. Now that you know these 5 transformative vitamins, I will reveal how to combine them to create the most powerful vitamin protocol for fat burning and muscle gain. The synergy between these vitamins is where the real magic happens. There is a concept in biochemistry called nutritional synergy, where the combination of specific nutrients produces effects that are greater than the sum of the individual parts. That is exactly what happens when you combine these 5 vitamins strategically. When you combine vitamin D3 with K2, for example, the absorption and utilization of both are dramatically improved. Vitamin K2 activates the matrix GLA protein, which prevents arterial calcification, while D3 increases calcium absorption. Without K, too high doses of D3 can be dangerous, but together they create a perfect hormonal environment for fat burning and muscle gain. Vitamin C enhances the effects of vitamin E, creating a powerful antioxidant shield that protects your muscles and speeds up recovery. This duo constantly regenerates each other, creating a virtuous cycle of cellular protection that keeps your mitochondria young and efficient for longer. Vitamin B12 works together with all the others to optimize cellular energy metabolism. B12 is necessary for the conversion of homocysteine into methionine, an essential amino acid for the synthesis of muscle creatine, and SAM, a compound that regulates more than 200 metabolic reactions, including fat burning. The ideal protocol would be in the morning, on an empty stomach, take vitamin D3 with K2, together with a handful of nuts, or a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil. 30 minutes later, take vitamin C and B12. After training together with your post-workout meal, take vitamin E. An advanced strategy is to add magnesium to the morning protocol, since magnesium is a cofactor in more than 300 enzymes, including those that convert vitamin D into its active form. About 80% of the population is deficient in magnesium, which can drastically limit the benefits of vitamin D3. This schedule maximizes maximizes the absorption and utilization of each vitamin. The morning fast increases cellular sensitivity and improves the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. The post-workout timing takes advantage of the anabolic window when your muscles are most receptive to nutrients. It is important to maintain this protocol consistently for at least 8 to 12 weeks to see significant results. The body needs time to restructure its metabolic pathways and optimize gene expression. The first changes you may feel in 2 to 3 weeks in terms of energy and mood, but the changes in body composition become visible between 6 to 8 weeks. Remember that vitamins are not magic. They optimize processes that are already happening in your body. You still need to maintain a proper diet, train intelligently, and get restorative sleep. Think of vitamins as premium fuel for a sports car. You can put premium fuel in a broken car and it will not perform better, but if you have a well-maintained car, premium fuel will make all the difference in performance. But when you add these 5 vitamins to your protocol, it is as if you turned on the turbo in your metabolism. Follow-up studies show that people who follow optimized vitamin protocols are able to maintain their body composition achievements for much longer with less tendency to rebound. Many people report visible changes in body composition in just 3 to 4 weeks of consistent use. Energy increases, recovery improves, fat decreases, and muscles become firmer and more defined. An interesting effect reported by many followers and patients is the improvement in sleep quality and the reduction of food cravings, secondary effects that end up further enhancing the results in body composition. Before finishing, I want to share with you some real stories from my patients. Marina, 34 years old, said that after implementing this vitamin protocol for 10 weeks, she lost 8 kilos of fat and gained 2 kilos of muscle mass, something she had never achieved in 15 years of trying different diets. Carlos, 42 years old, reported that his energy increased so much that he was able to return to regular training after years of being sedentary, and in 3 months he lost 15 kilos, mainly in the abdominal region. The most interesting part is that both reported that they never felt excessive hunger or food anxiety during the process, something common when following restrictive diets. This shows how proper nutritional optimization can transform not only the body, but the whole relationship with food and exercise. It is also important to mention that the quality of the supplements makes a significant difference in the results. Always look for brands that have certification of purity and bioavailability. Cheap synthetic vitamins are often not well absorbed and can even compete with the absorption of other nutrients. Invest in quality because you are investing in your health and your results. Another crucial point is that people with specific conditions, such as diabetes, thyroid problems, or who use medications, should always consult a health professional before starting any supplementation protocol. Although these vitamins are natural and safe for most people, drug interactions can occur, especially with anticoagulants in the case of vitamin K2. To maximize your results even more, consider doing lab tests before starting and after 3 months of supplementation. This allows you to adjust dosages in a personalized way and objectively track your progress. The main tests are total vitamin D, B12, homocysteine C reactive protein, and complete lipid profile. These markers will give you a complete view of how your body is responding to the protocol. Implementing this vitamin protocol may be exactly the push you needed to finally achieve the body you have always dreamed of. But remember, success is in the details and in consistency. There is no point in taking these vitamins for 1 week and expecting miracles. The body needs time to optimize its metabolic processes. If this content was useful for you, leave a like on the video so that more people can discover this valuable information. And now I want to propose a 30-day challenge to you. Choose one of these 5 vitamins, implement it consistently into your routine for the next 30 days, and then come back here in the comments to share what changes you noticed in your body, energy, and mood. Use the hashtag #30day vitamin challenge so I can follow your progress. Who accepts the challenge? And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Remember, you have the power to transform your body, but you need the right tools and the right information. These 5 vitamins are some of the most powerful tools that exist to optimize your body composition. Use this knowledge with wisdom and consistency. See you in the next video, and thank you for being part of this amazing community of people determined to live with more health and vitality.